Hello guys, my name is Xenomorph96 back with a brand new video. Yes, it is Skyrim, of course. Skyrim part 2 of the video. If you haven't checked out the other Skyrim video, I would highly recommend you check out that video, as well it's been about 4 or 5 days now with no views, but go and check that first one out. This is Skyrim part 2. So if you don't want to miss the part 1, check out part 1 and then come straight back to this one for part 2. But anyway, I'm going to get into the video of Skyrim part 2. This is Skyrim part 2, so we're going to leave off where we left off. Basically it's quite simple really. I'm going to go through this cave and basically I've got to find a book or a dagger or some sort. And it's quite simple really, because well, just slice this skeleton in half, which just fell to bits. So yeah, you've got to do this mission, and it's like you can find the guy. I believe he's in Falkland or something. So it's a weird name. But anyway, you find this guy who's a wizard, and he lives in the Hall of Dead. But you meet him in the pub and you tell him you want a job on. But yeah, you have to go to this thing to basically find a book. And yeah, this book or this whatever it is, you'll find it and you've got to bring it back to him. Obviously I've just gone the wrong way, whoops. But yeah, you got to find it, and then what you do is funny enough for saying it, you've got to go bring it back to him at the Hall of Dead. I would go directly to the pub first if you're going to do it, but we're going to show you this part. So I'm going to try and find this thing. If you are on this part and you are doing this quest, this is where the actual thing is. It's in this chest here, and you just basically everything in this chest. You take everything because, well, you're a badass, and you just take it all. And then basically my way is just get out of that cave as fast as you can. So basically where you found your exit, you go out that bar exit and you just run. You go back to the place where you came from. So you just got back to Skyrim. Yes, I know I'm a little bit level 24, but I have updated since I am actually leveling up quite quicker than normal. I would recommend just fast travelling. By the way, it's this place down here, which is called Falkland, that's what it's called. Fast travel up there and then go straight to him. Quite simple really. And so you run all past all these guards. You should turn left where the pub is. This is where the pub is right now. Go into this pub. You build this bar, as we call it. If he's not in there, there is actually one place where he is. Now, he's not here, so I'm going to have to go back out. And I'm going to have to go to... I'm going to go around the back of this pub. Right, so if you go around the back of this pub here, and you should see, if you go past all this mill and all that, jump over that, you should see another house with a Hall of the... This is called Hall of the Dead. Don't know why it's called Hall of the Dead, but here we go. You go in there and you give, basically, his book or knife or whatever it is you found back. Yeah, so his journal. So you give your journal back, and quite simply, it's quite cool because you give your journal back, and obviously it gives you I think it tells you to go back to another person, so you go back to another person to give something else back to another person. It's a bit creepy, isn't it? A place like that. What would you live all well? But yeah, you go all the way back up here. You go to the, obviously if you I did do 2 quests in one go. You've got to do you've got to try and see if you can get yourself as a Thane over here. So that's what I did. So I went to the Jarl, which they don't call King, they just call it a Jarl, which is weird. For my liking, it is. So you go to the Jarl. Funny enough, if you go back at what the time that I've gone back at, he is sleeping. Why is everyone sleeping? Or suddenly. So yeah, you wake him up and say, look, I've helped all your people. He basically says, now I'll make you now my Thane. Basically a Thane, if you don't know what a Thane is, ladies and gentlemen, it's a right hand man, basically to the king, who can give a bit of details, but also you got to buy a house as well. This is where this part is going to come up really handily. I'm going to now have to speak to the person, but she's not out yet. So what I'm going to do is, also I'm trying to search for her, but she's not there, so I'm going to just speed up the time. So it's now like what, 12 minutes past 7 in the morning. So yeah, I talked to her because she's my house Carl. You get assigned a house Carl, which is pretty good actually. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, if I can do it, I'm trying to stop talking to her so I can then. There she is. The one with the rag on her head. So basically I pull away. Whatever her name is, but anyway. So I talk to her, bang, like that. And basically she says, oh, you said, oh, do you have that thing that you basically eventually variably? She goes, yes. I go, I'll take it. You've just paid 5,000 gold, which is basically a rip off for a piece of land. In my estimation, it is basically a piece of land, but it is a rip off. So obviously it's going to show the point where you are going to go. So I would recommend right now, when you come out of here, it's go to your map, and then basically just, if you got like a little shack or something that's close by, fast travel to it, because it's going to be a lot easier, a lot quicker. And yes, it will be a less affordable. But yeah. So basically what you're going to do now is you're going to run to where I'm going to go now. If you have got a house around here, or you've already got one, so you know what I'm talking about here. This is my second house actually, funny enough. I've got actually 4 houses already, which is pretty cool already. I'm trying to get a 5th house, so it comes a little bit better. So I'm trying to get the last buildable house. So you obviously do the small part. So I'm going to turn to the right now. You can see the little white marking telling you that's what you got to do. Me being me, I need to know what I need to build. I always look to see what I have to build first. Always do that because you won't know. Also, there's a chest right next to you. Take everything that's in that chest straight into your inventory. Build straight I think it's the first 2 bits. Yeah, so you need nails. That's quite simple. You basically go to the anvil, and you just basically go to the building materials. Go down to the bottom part, which is nails, and you just whack in some nails to build. And then you go back to it to build the thing. And as you can see, I am building like crazy here. So basically what happens is that gets all added. As you can tell, I've built that little purpose house. I just want to see what it looks like at the moment. Yeah, it looks alright. So far. But yeah. So what you do is then you look at what you need to get. So I need iron fittings, a lock, and 3 things. So I don't know why I'm going over there. It would be a bit better if you had an iron mine right next door to you, so you don't actually have to go far. But anyway, well. So anyway, you're gonna go back to the anvil, but I'm not, because I'm stupid, and what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go to clay mine, get some clay, and that's probably about it. But yes guys, that is part 2 at the moment. I hope you enjoy the video so far. And I will catch you in the next video, I believe. Yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.